and letters of the North Central Knights in their home white uniforms with the silver numbers and letters will be Hunter Weeblehouse and Kieran Kale. Down to Riley Hahn, and the Spartans get a stop on the game's opening possession. Now the Knights will match up man-to-man with Brielle Businger guarding Lauren Hoffman into the hands of Hahn, picked up by Keely Munger. Now on a switch, Hahn guarded by Halleck. Here's Hoffman against Businger, gets a screen, tries to turn the corner, takes it in off the back rim, won't go, but the offensive rebound down to Paige Drucke. Her shot won't fall, and Brielle Businger clears away the board. Now Businger all the way into the paint, puts it up, and a travel call as she bumped into Kieran Kale. The shot falls. Brielle was hoping for an and one when the whistle blew. Instead, it's a traveling violation against the Knights' first turnover of the ball game. So back comes Boyd County, a scoreless opening minute. Stewart and Chambers Wheeler Central over on FM 92 and the web, as that was also the early game at 6 o'clock. So Cody Gucci with the call from Bartlett on that one. Stewart boys knocked off last night by 3 in a tight game by 7 seed Elkhorn Valley. Hahn on a drive, gets shut off by Munger, needs some help, gets it off to Drucke. Drucke has it poked away by Businger into the hands of Hoffman. Her shot's too strong, and the rebound chased down by Addison Anderson. Anderson to Munger, and the Knights will set up in the half court. Anderson swings it cross court to Brielle Businger, up top to Munger. Her three at the top of the key, off the front of the rim. They fight for the rebound. Halleck couldn't squeeze it as Addison Anderson was also in there. And it goes out of bounds off the Knights and will belong to the Spartans. So the Spartans so far keeping the Knights off the board, and North Central will go into a full court press. They trap Hahn, knock it away, stolen by Businger. Misses the layup, and the rebound taken down by Drucke, and now Page wants to run. Point blank miss there for Brielle after picking up a nice steal. But now Boyd County dodges that bullet with the turnover against the press, and Lauren Hoffman will set up the offense. Hoffman wants to penetrate, tries to get past Businger, feeds it off to Kieran Kale. Her shot won't go. Weak side rebound is down to Amelia Hoffman, and she is fouled on the shot by Jenna Halleck. So an offensive rebound for Amelia Hoffman is going to earn Boyd County 2 free throws, and the game's first foul goes against the North Central 6-foot junior. Knights have not played in 12 days as Hoffman rattles in the free throw. And Boyd County on the board first. The Knights just looked phenomenal on this floor against a pretty good Anselmo Myrna team 12 days ago, but that's the last time the Knights were on the floor as Hoffman knocks in the second. So North Central may be shaking off a little rust here in this opening quarter. We're 2 minutes in, and the Knights have yet to score against this Boyd County zone. Anderson into the corner to Businger, looking for Halleck inside. Good post up. Halleck's shot won't fall. Coach Alex McCleary wanted a foul call on Kale. They let it play through, and Kale comes down with the rebound. It's a 5-2 advantage on the glass for Boyd County. Kale with about a 12-footer, and she's fouled on the shot by Keely Munger, and right back to the free throw line goes the Boyd County Spartans, leading 2-0 about 2.5 minutes in to this NVC tournament quarterfinal. And the free throw for Kale won't fall. We have a substitution in for the Knights as Addison Lindsay in, the first off the bench, the senior, replacing Halleck. Boyd County also with a substitute as Bentley Adams into the ballgame. Second free throw is short. Good box out by Munger, screening off Kale, but then the ball poked away from her and chased down in the corner by Addison Anderson, but she can't grab it, and it's Amelia Hoffman, so a turnover on the Knights. Knights with their second turnover. Boyd County still leads 2-0. Boyd County just wanting to try to stay with this North Central team, make it a game as long as they can, and so far so good. Hoffman in the post, nearly has it grabbed by Anderson, takes a tough shot off the window, won't go, and a good box-out rebound by Hunter Weeblehouse. And now the Knights want to push tempo. On the wing it goes to Anderson. Anderson brings it across to Businger, into the right corner to Munger. Munger takes a dribble, fakes the shot, gets it to Lindsay. Inside it goes to Weeblehouse. She's through a double team and fouled. Hunter hits the deck. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws. The foul goes against the newly entered Bentley Adams, and that's the first foul against the Spartans. 2-0 is your score. Boyd County ahead as Hunter Wiebelhaus heads to the free throw line. Wiebelhaus is a 62% free throw shooter. That percentage has been steadily climbing here in the second half of the season. We see Allie Cosgrove into the ball game, replacing Keely Munger. Cosgrove, a 5'7" sophomore. Knights typically go about 8 deep, as we'll also see Jillian Buell off the bench here shortly. As the second free throw perfect as well for the 5'9" senior. Ties it at 2 and allows the Knights to set up the press. Near steal by Anderson. Drucke able to save it. Now she tries to get it ahead, loses the control, and it's into the hands of Allie Cosgrove. Turnover on Boyd County as the Knights speed them up. Here's a drive by Anderson. The freshman runs in, misses a shot. Offensive rebound, putback won't go, but Wiebelhaus fouled again. And Hunter with the offensive rebound will head back to the line. This time the foul goes on Amelia Hoffman. First on Hoffman, second on the Spartans, and 2 more free throws upcoming here for Hunter Wiebelhaus. First one is perfect again. Hunter has not touched the rim on 3 free throw attempts. As into the ball game comes Natasha Zeisler for Boyd County. She is a 5'7" sophomore. Coach Bradley Wright will use a lot of bench players as well, as we'll see him likely go 9 or 10 deep. This one we put the KBRB jinx on as Hunter misses off the back of the rim. The rebound down to Amelia Hoffman. So the Knights have their first lead at 3-2, and now the Spartans throw it away on a pass into the corner intended for Bentley Adams that is out of her reach. That is the third turnover on Boyd County, and the Knights get the ball back. Low-scoring first quarter, 3-2. North Central, we've seen the Knights in the month of January jump on teams early, but again, the Knights coming off a 12-day layoff. Inside it goes, good position for Addison Lindsay. Defense collapses on her. Gets it back to Businger, right back to Lindsay on the baseline, out to Anderson, down to the corner to Cosgrove. Dump it down low. Wiebelhaus in good position and scores. Hunter Wiebelhaus, excellent post position, sealed off her defender on the assist from Allie Cosgrove. And there is a knock away by Addison Anderson. Again, the press, and it will stay Boyd County basketball on this near side as the Knight full court pressure bothering the Spartans. 5-2 North Central on a 5-point run. Lauren Hoffman brings it past a double team, dumps it down to Amelia Hoffman on the baseline. Her shot swatted by Hunter Wiebelhaus, and the rebound down to Addison Lindsay. Hunter has been a blocking machine. Good feed. Businger to Cosgrove. Can't get the shot to go, but she is fouled and will go to the line. And it'll be the second on Bentley Adams. And there are the North Central Knights again causing problems with their defense. And it will be Allie Cosgrove earning 2 free throws on a nice bounce pass down into the paint from Businger, who was driving. The free throw is good for Cosgrove. Knights are 4 for 5 at the line. Anderson and Wiebelhaus out. Halleck returns, as well as Keely Munger. Bentley goes out with her 2 fouls. So Adams sits as Riley Hahn returns. 6-2 North Central, and a free throw upcoming here again for Allie Cosgrove, the sophomore. Second one off the front of the rim, and the rebound down to Amelia Hoffman. She has 3 boards early on. It's now 6-2 North Central. 4 of the 6 points for the Knights have come at the line, and both points for the Spartans have come at the line. We've only had 1 made field goal, and that from Hunter Wiebelhaus after an offensive rebound. Good feed from from Lauren Hoffman down to Amelia, but she can't collect the bounce pass, and it's out of bounds. 5th turnover on the Spartans. As into the ball game comes Leah Jockins. Jockins is a 5'11" sophomore in to replace Lauren Hoffman. North Central basketball up 6-2. Businger in the corner, drives baseline, tries to feed it across the baseline to Halleck, and it's kicked out of bounds by Amelia Hoffman. It will stay with the Knights. So it's Drucke, Zeisler, Amelia Hoffman, Hahn, and Jockins, the 5 on the floor for Boyd County. Knights have Businger, Cosgrove, Lindsay, Munger, and Halleck is a good entry pass from Brielle Businger to a cutting Keely Munger, and Munger is fouled on the shot attempt. This one will go on the newly entered Leah Jockins. 4th foul now against the Spartans as the Knights are starting to pile up the free throw totals. This one for Keely is up and off the back of the rim. Munger is a 50% free throw shooter on the season. Hunter Wiebelhaus returns as Lindsay exits. Another free throw here for Munger, trying to extend this 6-2 North Central lead with 3:08 to play in the frame. This one, Munger gets to fall. So 5 of the 7 points for the Knights have come at the free throw line. Hahn tries to dribble against a double team, feeds it ahead to Druke. Druke nearly travels with it, gets it to Jockins, extra pass to Hoffman, and she is fouled on the floor. Good extra pass by Jockins there down low to Hoffman. And Amelia is fouled by Brielle Businger before she can get the shot away. Addison Anderson returns as Businger exits. 7-2 North Central, 2:59 to play in the opening quarter. Winner moves on to a semifinal in Spencer at 3:30 on Thursday against the winner of the second game, as there's a poke away and a steal by Keely Munger. Munger, the runner off the window, won't go. She gets her own rebound. So the Knights force the 6th Boyd County turnover. Munger couldn't finish it, but got her own rebound, and the Knights will set up in the half court. Corner to Cosgrove. Swings it all the way across to Anderson. Open for 3. That's off the front of the rim. Hunter Wiebelhaus collects the board and is fouled again. Hunter Wiebelhaus will take free throws number 5 and 6 in the opening quarter. This one, the second on Leah Jockins. And again, Coach Bradley Wright's got a deep bench, so he can afford to rotate players in. However, the Knights are going to start making a living at the free throw line as they're camping out here in the first quarter at the stripe. Wiebelhaus misses that one as Kieran Kale returns for Jockins, who sits with the 2 fouls. 7-2 North Central. Second free throw upcoming here for Hunter. This one is good. Hunter 4 for 6 at the line, has 6 points for the Knights. Knights have already shot 10 free throws in this opening quarter. Halleck exits as Addison Lindsay returns. 8-2 North Central. Knights go to the full court press. They get it into Zeisler. She's double teamed. Into the middle it goes to Druke. The freshman brings it across the timeline. Good press break by the Spartans. Bounce it down the baseline to Hoffman. Double team. Kicks it out for 3. Hahn. That won't go. Rebound fought for and pulled away by Hunter Wiebelhaus. 2 Spartans were after it, and Hunter picks up her 4th board. Here come the Knights the other way, and here's a drive for Cosgrove, and she's going to be whistled for a shuffle of the feet before she put it on the deck. That is the turnover number 3 on the Knights. Out goes Druke. Back in comes Lauren Hoffman. It's Lauren and Amelia Hoffman leading this Boyd County team at better than 10 points per ball game. Zeisler with it on the wing, brings it around to the left side. Dumps it down to Kale. It's poked away by Hunter Wiebelhaus. Loose, gets it to Amelia Hoffman. She spins on Addison Lindsay and will draw the foul and free throws, and Amelia Hoffman heads back to the line. That will go on Addison Lindsay, her first personal. Amelia Hoffman, the 2 points for Boyd County here in this opening quarter, and right back to the free throw line. This one is up and perfect. Amelia Hoffman 3 for 3 at the line on the season. She's a 52% free throw shooter, so she's building on that as she misses that one on the rebound, the 5th of this first quarter by Hunter Wiebelhaus. 8-3 the score. Anderson swings it to Cosgrove, looking down low for Wiebelhaus. Not there. Hunter calling for it. Swing it around to Munger. Munger in the right corner. Back across to Cosgrove. To Anderson. Anderson can't quite get it into Wiebelhaus again. They swing it across. A 3 for Munger is in and out. Offensive rebound, Addison Lindsay, and she's fouled on the putback. Knights going after the offensive glass. And it will be 2 free throws for Addison Lindsay. That foul on Kieran Kale. Her first personal. Already 6 whistles in this opening quarter against the Spartans. 2 free throws for Addison Lindsay. The first swirls out. Addison on the season at 56% from the free throw line. Munger and Cosgrove out as in comes Jillian Buell for the first time for North Central, the 5'6" senior. Businger also returns. 8-3, Knights with the lead. Free throw in and out for Lindsay, and the rebound down to Kale. So Addison can't collect any at the line. Knights are now 6 for 12. 12 free throw attempts here in the first quarter. Hoffman's pass inside is picked off by Lindsay. Ahead to Businger. Brielle misses the layup, and a foul on the rebound will go, I believe, on North Central. So the Knights again get a turnover. That's the second layup Businger has missed, and then the foul is called. Jillian Buell over the back trying for the rebound. Druke re-enters and will take the place of Amelia Hoffman. 1:13 to go in the opening quarter. Boyd County's defense has kept them in it. They've only allowed one field goal. In fact, there's only been one made field goal in this entire quarter for both teams, and that was from Hunter Wiebelhaus on an offensive rebound. Now 3-on-1, and Drukey's pass is kicked like a soccer ball by Addison Lindsay. Great play by Lindsay. It was 3-on-1 Boyd County. Drukey tried to attack Lindsay in the middle and then bounce it to her left, and Lindsay stuck a foot out and kicked the ball. So that will allow North Central to set up the half-court defense. Zeisler to trigger it in, looking for somebody, gets it into Hahn. Her shot up wild, won't go. Rebound chased down by Jillian Buell. And here come the Knights. Addison Anderson with a minute to go, swings it out to Businger, 3 on the left wing, short front rim. And the board is down to Addison Lindsay. Her shot is blocked by Hahn, and Hahn down with the board. Drukey gets it to head to Hahn, poked away and stolen by Buell. Knights the other way. Businger down with it, reverse layup. This time it scores on the assist from Hunter Wiebelhaus after forcing the 8th turnover. Just the second field goal of the first quarter. Hoffman, beautiful feed to Hahn, and she is blocked, but a foul on Addison Anderson. So Boyd County breaking the pressure of the Knights pretty well here in this opening quarter. 10-3 North Central after the turnover and the bucket by Businger, but Riley Hahn now to the free throw line. The foul, the first on Addison Anderson, 6th against the Knights, and Hahn knocks in the free throw. All 4 Spartan points have come from the line. We have already had 20 free throws taken with this one in the opening quarter. 12 by the Knights, 8 by the Spartans. Second one won't fall, and Hunter Wiebelhaus picks up her 6th rebound of the first quarter. 10-4 North Central. Buell swings it to Anderson into the right corner. Brielle Businger passes on the 3 against the zone. Now swings it across to Buell into the left corner. Anderson doesn't take the 3. Back across to Businger. Drives baseline. Pull up. 10-footer. Good. Brielle wasn't satisfied. Taking another 3 from the wing. And she knocks in her second bucket of the opening quarter with 1 second left. Hahn won't be able to get a shot away. And the Knights will close the quarter with a 12-4 advantage on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. The Knights keep the Spartans without a field goal in that opening 8 minutes. We'll come back with the second quarter of basketball in Niobrara Valley Conference Tournament Girls quarterfinals. The 2-seed Knights 12-4 over the 7-seed Spartans.
The Whistle Stop offers floral arrangements and gift items for any occasion. Fresh flowers and silks, plants, bouquets, sprays, and arrangements. Let the Whistle Stop in Bassett make it a memorable occasion with one of their unique creations.
Jim Arnhold of Arnhold Insurance Agency in Bassett can provide you with health, life, and cancer insurance, Medicare supplement, nursing home, and disability coverage, business and estate planning. Give Jim a call at Arnhold Insurance in Bassett, 402-684-2901.
Buying or selling livestock is made much easier when you buy and sell with Bassett Livestock Auction. Remember, sale day is each Wednesday, so make plans to attend or call to consign your livestock. Bassett Livestock Auction, Bassett.
Well, we have our first update from Bartlett and the 8-seed Stuart Broncos hanging in there after one quarter against the undefeated Chambers Wheeler Central Renegades. Looks like they hit a bucket at the buzzer, and it's 9-9, tied up after one quarter between the Renegades on their home floor at Bartlett against the 8-seed Stuart Broncos. So Stewart trying to hang in against the top seed, has it tied after one quarter of play. There's a knockaway to start the quarter by Keely Munger. Great anticipation, fouled on the shot attempt, and Munger forces the 9th Boyd County turnover. Great play on the wing, just anticipated that pass, tipped it ahead to herself, and then is fouled on the layup attempt. The foul, the first on Lauren Hoffman. 2 free throws for Keely Munger. Munger 1 for 2 at the line in the first quarter, knocks that one in. The North Central lead at 9 and can grow to double figures. North Central 7 points already at the free throw line on 13 attempts. Second one for Keeley is off the back of the rim, and the long rebound chased down by Drukey as it was through the hands of Hunter Wiebelhaus. Knights 7 for 14 at the free throw line. Hoffman couldn't get the 3 away. Instead is Drukey, foot on the line, misses the long 2. On the offensive rebound, chucks it back at the rim. It won't fall. And then down with the board is Brielle Businger. Businger's second board after Hahn couldn't connect on the offensive rebound. Addison Anderson not yet able to get going in this one, as this one poked away by Hoffman, but then she barrels in to Addison Anderson, and Anderson will go to the line. as that's the second foul on Lauren Hoffman. So 2 fouls on Lauren Hoffman, 2 off the bench on Bentley Adams and Leah Jockins. And it is a 1-and-1 for Addison Anderson. Anderson, a 56% free throw shooter on the season. This first one on the 1-and-1 is perfect. Addison on the board. She becomes the 5th North Central Knight to score here in the first half. 6 points for Hunter Wiebelhaus, 4 at the line, 2 buckets for Brielle Businger. 14-4 Knights. Second free throw for the freshman is perfect. As Anderson hits a pair on the 1-and-1. Knights already with 16 free throw attempts. Hahn is double teamed against the full court press. There's a knockaway by Munger. Layup won't go. 4th time the Knights have missed a bunny. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by North Central. Keely Munger just throws her arms up in exasperations and goes, dang, as she got the steal. But that's about the 4th layup North Central has missed in this first half. And now Businger will get called with a foul, riding Lauren Hoffman up the sideline. That's the 2nd on Brielle. And it'll be a 1-and-1 the other way, folks. We're in for a marathon the way things are going here, as this is already 15 combined fouls, and we are only 52 seconds into the second quarter. Both teams in the bonus. Lauren Hoffman at the line for a 1-and-1. She's a 57% free throw shooter. And this one rattles home. First point for Lauren. All the Boyd County points have come at the free throw line. It is 15-5 North Central. We've had just 3 made field goals in this game, and the second free throw is good. We have already had a combined 26 free throws, and we've played 9 minutes of basketball. Businger to Munger. Munger against the zone into the corner to Hunter Wiebelhaus. High post to Halleck. They converge on Jenna. Businger, extra pass. Munger open for 3 on the wing. That one's too strong. Businger down with the board. She has a shot blocked by Kieran Kale. Kale with the block. Back the other way come the Spartans, 15-6. Hoffman on the wing to Drucke, guarded by Munger in the man-to-man. Gets past Munger, shot swatted by Hunter Wiebelhaus. Wiebelhaus picks up her second block. Cosgrove re-enters as Businger exits with the 2 personal fouls. Knights with 6.5 to go in the half, lead by 9. They enter it into Hoffman, back to Hahn. Hahn nearly travels with it and will get called for steps. 11 Boyd County turnovers. North Central just forces you to play faster than you want to play with that aggressive man-to-man half-court defense and that full-court pressure. Munger to Cosgrove, into the hands of Anderson. They close out on her. Good post move into Halleck. Halleck's shot is blocked, as the Knights wanted a foul call there as Halleck hit the deck. They'll give a block to Hahn, her second block. And now a 10-second violation as North Central hounds Lauren Hoffman up. Nobody came back to help Lauren, and there were 2 Knights back there in the backcourt she tried to dribble against. So that is the 12th Boyd County turnover. The Knights get it right back into the left corner to Cosgrove. Gets a screen from Wiebelhaus. Swings it across to Anderson. Into Halleck on a post-up. Her shot off the window is good. There's one for Jenna Halleck in good position on the assist from Addison Anderson. Hoffman double team. Gets it to Drucke. Now the Spartans have numbers 2-on-1. Good shut off by Halleck. They get it off to Kale. Her shot won't go, and a 7th board plucked away by Hunter Wiebelhaus. Ahead comes Anderson in transition. Kicks it out to Munger, now to Hunter. Cosgrove with it. Halleck calling for it inside. She gets triple team, blocked by Kieran Kale. Fading away was Halleck. If she goes straight up with that, she probably gets rewarded with a foul call, but she was fading away when she took the shot up, and the Kale will get credit for the block. Drucke to Hahn. Into the right corner it goes, guarded by Halleck. 17-6 North Central, 5:05 to go here in a slow-moving first half with 15 combined fouls. This is actually the first time we played about a minute and a half without a whistle blowing for a foul. 26 combined free throws already. Good feed from Drucke to Hoffman. Her shot swatted by Hunter Wiebelhaus for a third time. Out to Hahn for a long jumper. That won't go, and Halleck picks up the rebound. Ahead to Anderson, to Munger, into the left corner. Cosgrove on the deck, takes it inside. The shot goes, but they wave it off as a foul on the floor. Knight fans wanted an and one. Instead, it's a foul on Amelia Hoffman, her second personal, and a 1-1 instead for Allie Cosgrove as they call the whistle on the floor. Boyd County makes a line change as they bring in Zeisler, Jockins, and Adams. Halleck exits for North Central as Lindsay returns. Lauren Hoffman and Drucke looks like the two staying on the floor, or Lauren Hoffman and Amelia Hoffman's the two staying on the floor for Boyd County. The 1-1 front end, good for Allie Cosgrove. Allie connects on the front end of the 1-1. She's 2 for 3 at the line and earns the bonus. Knights will be in the double bonus for the final 4:38 of this opening half. Second one perfect for the sophomore guard. North Central 11 points at the free throw line in this first half of their 19. Hoffman is double teamed, has it knocked away. They try to get it back, and Cosgrove is in there to tie it up. Frustration from Lauren Hoffman as 3 different Knights were chasing Lauren Hoffman. One of them poked it away from her from behind, and she gets a tie up with Cosgrove. Possession arrow favors North Central. Hoffman's got to get a little help in the backcourt from some teammates. Cosgrove with it, drives baseline, spin move, loses the handle, gets it back, tries to get it off to Lindsay, and it's through Addison's hands and out of bounds. 4th turnover on the Knights this half. They forced 12. Boyd County returns Drucke as Lauren Hoffman will get a breather as she's gassed from going against that full court press of the Knights. North Central now walks up into kind of a 3/4 court press. Drucke picked up by Cosgrove. Cosgrove nearly gets called for a reach-in, is able to back away at the last minute. They hand it off to Zeisler. Both teams again in the bonus. Drucke kicks it to Adams. Adams tries to dump it inside to Jockins, and it's past the arms of Leah and out of bounds. Turnover number 13 for Coach Bradley White's right squad. Their defense keeping them in it, but just 6 points for the Spartans, and North Central has held Boyd County without a field goal. It looks like CWC midway through the second has built a 19-11 advantage now on Stewart. They've outscored the Broncos 10-2 in the second quarter about midway through. Left corner 3 for Cosgrove, in and out. Offensive rebound, Hunter Wiebelhaus puts it up and scores. Hunter Wiebelhaus, her second putback bucket. She's nearly a double-double in the first half, and it's a kicked ball by Wiebelhaus. Possession stays with Boyd County. It is 8 points, 8 rebounds, and assists, and 3 blocks for Hunter Wiebelhaus as she exits and Halleck returns. A little breather for Hunter, who's had a great first half. Here is Zeisler with it, picked up by Cosgrove into the hands of Drucke. Dribbles down to the baseline. It goes to Hoffman on a nice penetration and dump down. Hoffman loses it to Drucke. Here's Adams on the drive, shut off on the baseline. Out to Drucke for 3 on the wing. There's the first field goal for Boyd County. It's a Paige Drucke 3. On the assist from Zeisler, and Boyd County gets its first field goal to cut the deficit to 12. 21-9. Anderson on the wing, dumps it into Lindsay along the baseline. Lindsay, long pass out to Cosgrove, who chases it down. Now to Munger on the wing. Munger gets a screen from Halleck across to Anderson. Anderson on the drive, flips it up with the right hand, can't get the finish, and the rebound down to Leah Jockins. Now Boyd County wants to push. Drucke with a head of steam. Great feed to Hoffman, who misses the shot. Rebound Zeisler, put back, won't go. Jockins after it, loose on the floor, bodies everywhere. And we're going to get a tie-up, I believe, on the jump ball. And they'll unpile the bodies, and a possession arrow, I believe, going to keep it with Boyd County. Brielle Businger returns with her 2 fouls. Addison Anderson exits. 21-9 North Central. Boyd County's first field goal here came within the last 30 seconds on a 3 by Paige Drucke. Their other 6 points had come at the line. A 3 for Adams won't go, but she chases down her own rebound. Bentley Adams, the offensive board, will get another look at it. Adams up top to Drucke, the freshman, guarded by Cosgrove. Gets a screen from Adams. They throw it to Bentley. 2:10 to go. Adams loses the dribble. High post, it goes to Zeisler. Zeisler shielded by Munger. Boy, great man-to-man defense by North Central. Into the corner to Zeisler from Jockins. Now back to Drucke. Drucke out to Adams. 3, nearly banked it in. Munger the rebound, and Keeley wants to run. Keeley ahead of the pack, takes it in, scores with the left hand, coast to coast for Keeley Munger, and a timeout taken by, I believe, was it Coach Bradley Wright? It is Boyd County. Coach Alex McCleary was also trying to call a timeout. They give it to Coach Wright with late in the second quarter. North Central's opened up a 23-9 lead. We're back with more on KBRB after this.
The Ainsworth Feed Mill is proud to buy corn from local farmers because the best corn in the nation makes the best pigs in the nation. And when money stays local, it multiplies time and time again. GJW and the Ainsworth Feed Mill, putting our local area first and feeding the world.
Town and Country Market in Springview is open from Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. each day, serving the area with fresh cuts of meat, produce, dairy, canned, and boxed goods. Shoppers, don't forget to have your pot of gold card punched for the weekly drawing at Town and Country Market in Springview.
Three River Telecommunications strives to better serve their customers of North Central Nebraska with the latest telecommunications technologies, local and long distance, DSL, and digital HD TV. Three River Telco Lynch, Three River Communications, and Three River Digital Ainsworth.
1:47 remaining in the first half of this Niobrara Valley Conference Tournament girls quarterfinal. Winners from yesterday on the boys' side, it was Elkhorn Valley defeating Stewart 46-43, the 7 seed over the 2 seed. 3 seed Neely Oakdale 62-37. A winner over Niobrara Verdigris as there's a steal by the Knights and a bucket for Allie Cosgrove as the Knights force the 14th Boyd County turnover. Cosgrove has her first field goal, 5 points. Allie's played really well off the bench in this first half for North Central on both sides of the ball. 1:20 to go. Knights by 16, 25-9. Drucke is double teamed and the ball knocked off of her leg by Addison Anderson and out of bounds, and the Spartans turn it over again. Lauren Hoffman returns, as does Hahn. Addison Lindsay out. Wiebelhaus back in. Jillian Buell in as Munger exits for the Knights. The other winners on the boys' side last night, it was top seed St. Mary's, a big second half, 51-34 over 8 seed West Holt. 4 seed Elgin Public Pope John gets past 5 seed Santee, 59-56. Those will be the 2 late semifinals, EPPJ against St. Mary's and Neely Oakdale against Elkhorn Valley. Inside it goes Hunter Wiebelhaus. Her shot won't fall, and the rebound down to Jockins. Good look inside for Hunter. That one just trapped a little bit too far into the hoop, didn't have very good angle to go up with it. And Lawrence Hoffman has the ball knocked away from her and out of bounds by guess who? Allie Cosgrove, who's played really well, getting some extra minutes out there in this first half. She's been a bulldog on the defensive end, pokes it away from Hoffman again and out of bounds. Active hands from Allie Cosgrove, the sophomore. 47 seconds on the first half clock. North Central has held Boyd County to just 1 field goal here in the first half. A Paige Drucke 3. Hoffman's pass is kicked as she tried to enter it into Sister Amelia, and it will stay with Boyd County down low. Boy, this North Central man-to-man defense, they are playing championship caliber defense. Can their offense be consistent enough to beat good teams when the other teams are playing excellent defense? That's where the Knights have somewhat struggled, and they've struggled a bit offensively here in this one. Boyd County's zone has caused some problems for the Knights. Most of the Knight damage has come at the free throw line, 11 of their 25 points. There's a poke away by Halleck on an entry pass intended for Hoffman. Buell comes away with it. Good feed down to Anderson. Anderson's shot is up and good off the glass on the assist from Jillian Buell after the steal on a poke away by Jenna Halleck. 27-9 with 10 seconds. Here's Drucke on the deep right wing, double teamed. Hoffman launches a 3 off the left side of the iron. Long rebound to Hahn. Her shot blocked by Wiebelhaus. Offensive rebound. Amelia Hoffman won't go before the buzzer. That, by the way, was the 4th block of the first half for Hunter Wiebelhaus. Buzzer sounds, and at the half, the North Central Knights on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard outscored Boyd County 15-5 in the second, and lead at 27-9 by 18 at the break. Our Tri-County Bank halftime show coming up next on KBRB.
Rock County Agronomy provides you a complete agronomic package, including soil sampling with recommendations to meet your crop's needs, custom blending, and application of nutrients and chemicals. Rock County Agronomy of Bassett.
Shepherd Feeding Company of Mills is an 8,000 head commercial feedlot. They also provide a market for locally grown corn and hay. When you are looking to put cattle on feed, contact Doug Shepherd at Shepherd Feeding Company, Mills, Nebraska.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, roll in the spot. Ainsworth Auto Parts open weekdays 7:30 to 6 and Saturdays 8 to 4. Phone number 402-382-3600. Ainsworth Auto Parts, CarQuest Store, East Highway 20, Ainsworth. First National Bank of Ainsworth, your headquarters for all your financial needs. Checking, savings, online banking, loans, CDs, and safety deposit boxes. First National Bank of Ainsworth, committed to being your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Tires you deserve from people you can trust. At Rock County Tire, their sales and service team go above and beyond to help you with your tire needs. For complete tire service from start to finish, call on Rock County Tire in Bassett. Phone 402-684-2200.
Springview Implement and Supply, Troy Cook. For all your hardware, plumbing, and electrical supplies, and ranch, farm, and commercial welding, Troy Cook of Springview Implement and Supply, 1 block west of the flashing light in Springview. Proud to support the North Central Knights.
Well, we are here at the half from Rock County High School in this Niobrara Valley Conference girls basketball tournament quarterfinals. The 2-seed North Central Knights at 14-3 lead the 7-9 Boyd County Spartans, the 7th seed, by a score of 27-9 at the half. In the other site, quarterfinal matchup over on FM 92 in the web. Well, after a 9-9 game at the end of one, Chambers Wheeler Central outscores Stewart 20-3 in the second quarter and will take a 29-12 lead to the half. The top seed over the 8th seed in Bartlett. That's over on FM 92 and KBRB.net. Broncos played the undefeated Renegades to a 9-9 draw in the opening quarter, but CWC blisters Stewart 20-3 in the second. Similar here as Boyd County held North Central to 12 in the first quarter, scored just 4, but the Knights outscore Boyd County 15-5 in the second. Boyd County held to just 1 made field goal in the first 16 minutes. A Paige Drucke 3 in the second quarter. Their other 6 points have come at the free throw line on 10 attempts, and Boyd County 16 first half turnovers. So Chambers Wheeler Central leading by a score of 29-12 over Stewart, and here it is 27-9 in the quarterfinals. North Central, the 2 seed, leading 7 seed Boyd County. Is a lot of momentum will build toward those two teams potentially rematching yet again for a Niobrara Valley Conference tournament title. It was that matchup the last couple of years. I think West Holt and North Central. The last time it wasn't North Central and CWC. So the Knights have been a staple in the finals in this NVC tournament the last several years, and they are on pace to at least reach the semis on Thursday over in Spencer. If they hold on to this lead, that'll be a 3:30 tip on Thursday afternoon. We'll have it on FM 92 in the web if so. It is our Tri-County Bank halftime show, and we will tell you that the Tri-County Bank offers a free checking account that rewards you. A Casasa account from the Tri-County Bank provides refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. There's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. And best of all, you're rewarded for doing the things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card, logging into online banking, and receiving e-statements. Bank local and get rewarded for it from the Tri-County Bank. Stewart, Atkinson, Bassett, O'Neill. Stop into one of their offices and check in about opening a Casasa account today. The Tri-County Bank, member FDIC. We'll take a break, come back with our first half statistics in this 27-9 North Central lead over Boyd County on KBRB.
And sportswoman, Tall Tales Taxidermy has moved from Burton to Valentine. We will still be offering the same friendly service and workmanship, just in a different place. We can be found in the Cherry Street Plaza at 103 North Cherry Street in Valentine, or on Facebook, our website, or come see us.
Orton Feed Company of Mills can help you supplement your cattle without the use of high-priced corn or cake by using economical Lumix ADM feed. From Orton Feed Company, Jason Orton of Mills, proud supporter of high school sports.
Behind every hard-working farm and ranch operation, there is someone behind the scenes keeping track of the numbers and paying the bills. It's no different here at Herbert Feed and Grain. Our friendly and helpful office gals are always ready to take your calls and answer your questions. Carla, Christy, Jordan, or Jeannie are ready to take your orders on Hubbard Feeds, seed, or fuel. Call Herbert Feed and Grain, 402-668-2288.
Well, let's take a look at our first half statistics in this NVC tournament quarterfinal. And we will start with the Boyd County Spartans. Just one field goal, that a three-pointer in the second quarter from Paige Druke. Amelia Hoffman has 3 free throws on 4 attempts. 2 free throws on 2 attempts for Lauren Hoffman and a free throw on 2 attempts for Riley Hahn. Kieran Kale missed her 2 free throw attempts. Boy, there have been a lot of rebounds in this game. North Central with a 20-19 advantage on the glass. That means there's been a lot of missed shots with a bundle of rebounds on the offensive side for both teams. For the Spartans, Amelia Hoffman, Riley Hahn, and Paige Druke, each with 4 rebounds in that first half. 2 for Leah Jockins, 2 for Kieran Kale, 1 each for Natasha Zeisler, Lauren Hoffman, and Bentley Adams. Well, I had Natasha Zeisler assisting on the lone field goal in that first half for Boyd County, the Druke 3. 2 blocks for Kieran Kale and 2 blocks for Riley Hahn in that first half. Spartans turned it over 16 times. They're minus 12 in that category as the Knights have turned it over just 4 times. Boyd County 6 for 10 at the free throw line. Foul-wise, Lauren Hoffman, Amelia Hoffman, Leah Jockins, and Bentley Adams, each with 2. For the North Central Knights, just 4 turnovers, 11 for 18 at the free throw line for North Central. Knights were paced by Hunter Wiebelhaus, who had 8 in the first half. Her 2 field goals came after offensive rebounds and putbacks, and she went 4 for 6 at the free throw line. 5 points off the bench for Allie Cosgrove, who had a really nice first half, especially defensively. Allie, a couple 3 steals and went 3 for 4 at the free throw line and added a 2-point field goal as she finishes with 5. 4 points for Keely Munger, 2 for 4 at the line. 4 points for Addison Anderson, 2 free throws and a field goal. 4 points for Brielle Businger on 2 field goals and a bucket for Jenna Halleck. Halleck had the big game the first time these two teams matched up way back in early December. Boyd County is really crashing down and double and triple teaming Halleck when she catches it in the post. They held her to 2 in that first half. Hunter Wiebelhaus with 8 rebounds to go along with her 8 first half points. 3 boards for Brielle Businger, Keely Munger, and Addison Lindsay. And 1 rebound for Addison Anderson, Jillian Buell, and Jenna Halleck. I have the Knights with 4 assists in the first half, 1 each for Addison Anderson, Hunter Wiebelhaus, Jillian Buell, and Allie Cosgrove, and Hunter Wiebelhaus with 4 blocks in the first half. Lone player for North Central to have more than 1 foul, Brielle Businger with 2. 27-9 is your score. The 2-seed North Central Knights lead the 7-seed Boyd County Spartans. Winner on Thursday will play the winner of Elkhorn Valley and O'Neill St. Mary's in the 3-6 matchup. That one coming up here at Rock County High School after our first game. And again, that semifinal will be at 3:30 Thursday at Spencer Boyd County High School. Spartans will need a big comeback in the second half if they want to participate on Thursday on their home floor as the 2-seed North Central Knights on top of the break, 27-9. We're back with our second 16 minutes of basketball after these messages.
Making car shopping fun again. Whether you're in the market for brand new or pre-owned, shop the great selection at William Crotter Company, where service is a family tradition. See them at 305 West Douglas in O'Neill, or you can find them on Facebook and CrotterAuto.com.
Stand solid with proven genetics from Barstow Angus of Springview. Each year in the early spring, Barstow Angus offers to beef producers throughout the region outstanding Angus bulls, raised and fed to ensure structure and breeding soundness. Barstow Angus of Springview.
Make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. Morrison Underground Sprinkler Service of Bassett, Nat and Trish will provide you with a free no-obligation estimate for underground sprinkler installation. Plus, they service and repair existing systems, too. Phone 402-684-3558.
Don't overload your brain circuits trying to find a qualified electrician. Make one call to Painter Electric, Randy Painter in Springview. Professional, affordable, experienced, and he is local. Phone 402-497-2086.
Count on your New Holland dealers, Sandhill Equipment of Bassett, to answer all of your farm equipment needs. They pride themselves on a hard-earned reputation for fair prices and unparalleled service. Visit them online at sandhilleq.com.
And we welcome you back here as we're ready for the second half of basketball. Teams will trade ends of the floor. Knights will now go from north to south, from right to left, as we call it here in the second half. North Central will have the basketball to start, leading by 18 at 27-9, and it's again been the defensive effort by this North Central team in the full court and the half court man-to-man, forcing 16 Boyd County turnovers. And here come the North Central Knights with the basketball against the Spartan zone. Businger on the right wing, dumps it into Hunter Wiebelhaus. Turn, spin move into the lane. Shot won't go, but a foul. That time Hunter took it and spun to her left as Kale was playing her to spin to the right toward the glass. Instead, she spun to the middle. Draws the foul on Kieran Kale, her second, and right back to the free throw line goes Hunter Wiebelhaus, and the free throw is good. Hunter now is starting to feast at the line. She has 5 made free throws on 7 attempts, and the second one will be up, and that one in and out, and the rebound down to Amelia Hoffman. 5th board for Hoffman. Knights get the opening point of the second half, fittingly at the free throw line. 28-9, as into the corner goes to Lauren Hoffman. She can't get the shot away, and here up top it goes to Hahn. Hahn guarded by Munger in that man-to-man. Keeley, really, the 5-second count is on. Hahn's going to need to get rid of it now on a switch, guarded by Anderson. Here is Lauren Hoffman looking inside for Amelia. The shot swatted by Hunter Wiebelhaus, and the rebound down to Jenna Halleck. 5th block of the game for Hunter. Little pull-up 15-footer money for Brielle Businger on a little pull-up on the left side. Brielle has 6, 30-9. North Central starting to push this one out. As there goes Paige Drucke, shut off on the drive by Businger. Brings it up top, bounces it to Hahn, who loses control. Gets it back, Munger all over her, into the corner to Amelia Hoffman. Looking inside, nothing there on the baseline. Pass knocked away, stolen by Munger. Now loose on the floor, and it'll go out of bounds off Keeley. So no clear possession there for the North Central Knights. It'll stay with Boyd County. 6:43 to go in the third. In CWC with a big second quarter after being tied with Stewart at the end of 9-9. CWC outscores the Broncos 20-3 in the second, so the undefeated Renegades up 29-12 on the 8-seed Broncos. At half, Stewart into the corners thanks to a win over Santee, as there's a shot missed by Hoffman underneath. Second shot from Drucke blocked by Addison Anderson, and the rebound down to Munger. The other way, into the corner it goes to Halleck. Shot up no good. Rebound to Amelia Hoffman. Good half-court defense there by the Spartans getting back. 6:10 to go in the third. Lauren Hoffman on the wing, looking inside. Not much there. Into the corner to Hahn. Amelia Hoffman tries to post up. Pass knocked away and stolen by Munger. Ahead to Brielle. Brielle in with the left hand and draws the foul on the shot. That'll go against Kieran Kale. Turnover number 17 on Boyd County. Good play by Munger to step into the paint to pick that one off on the entry pass. Kale with her 3rd foul and 2 free throws for Brielle Businger. Businger with 6 points, has not been to the line. She's a 60% free throw shooter. As these free throw percentages starting to come up now for North Central collectively, as they are improving their percentages. 31-9. As Jockins enters for Kale, who sits with the 3 fouls. Businger knocks in the second. Brielle now with 8. Knights are 14 for 22 at the free throw line. Drucke doubled in the backcourt, tries to get it ahead, stolen away by Munger. Ahead to Hunter Wiebelhaus. Hunter spins and will get called for a travel. Good defense getting back there by Drucke, the freshman, to bother that shot by Hunter Wiebelhaus. Forced Hunter to stop her momentum and try to turn back into the middle and force the extra step. Good play by the freshman Drucke. Hoffman double team, dribbles through it. Now the triple team gets it ahead to Drucke. Now numbers for Boyd County. Drucke will pull it out into the hands of Lauren Hoffman. Wants to drive on Businger. Nothing there. Shut off. Gets it to Drucke. Back to Lauren. Lauren to Amelia Hoffman. Wants to drive on Halleck. Gets shut off. Boy, the Knights move their feet well defensively. There's the 6th block of the game by Hunter Wiebelhaus on a shot attempt by Jockins. Ahead to Businger. Ducks under the defender and scores. Brielle into double figures with 10, and a timeout going to be taken by Boyd County as the Knights have jumped out to a 7-0 run to start the second half, and now have stretched the lead to 25 at 34-9. We'll take a break and come back with more Niobrara Valley Conference Girls Basketball Tournament quarterfinal action on KBRB.
Concrete is the cornerstone of many building projects. Stewart Concrete, with locations in Atkinson and Stewart, can mix cement and water with all the ingredients to make the right concrete for the job. This mug's for you from Stewart Concrete, serving you from Stewart and Atkinson. Call 402-924-3644.
Rural health care from rural roots. Better health care for your family from clinical, obstetrical, emergency room to home care. Greater Sand Hills Family Health Care with convenient locations in Bassett, Stewart, and Atkinson.
Well, another score update with a timeout in the third quarter. It is now Chambers Wheeler Central leading Stewart 38-17. CWC has outscored Stewart 9-5 in the second half. Here, North Central is on a 7-0 start to the third quarter to push the lead out to 25 points at 34-9. Brielle Businger into double figures with 10. Hunter Wiebelhaus has 9 to go along with 8 boards and 6 blocks. She's on pace if she plays long enough for a potential triple-double. Hoffman dribbles through traffic, nearly loses it, gets it off to Bentley Adams, who checked in on the timeout. She's double-teamed, has it knocked away and stolen again. Keely Munger ahead to Businger. The layup is good. Wow, that's excellent basketball. Keyed by the defense. Keely Munger with the steal and the assist ahead to Businger, who has 8 points here in the third quarter. Give her a dozen for the game. Amelia Hoffman. Boy, it looks like the Knights have 6 defenders out there as everybody with it for Boyd County, it looks like eventually gets double-teamed. Into the corner, Amelia Hoffman, double-teamed by Anderson and Halleck. Gets an outlet pass to Drucke. High post to Jockins. Poked away from behind by Keely Munger, and then Halleck travels with it. So the Knights commit their 6th turnover after forcing the 20th Boyd County turnover. Addison Lindsay, Allie Cosgrove back in. Wiebelhaus and Munger exit. Good start for Keely Munger to the second half. She had 2 or 3 steals there in this third quarter. 4.5 to go in the third. Boyd County still scoreless in the second half. Knights on a 9-0 run. There's a poke away by Allie Cosgrove, has played great off the bench. Nearly had another steal. Lauren Hoffman guarded by Cosgrove, wants to drive, and Allie will get called with a bumping foul, stopping the progress of Lauren Hoffman. That is the first foul on Cosgrove, first whistle of the second half on North Central. They'll give Lauren Hoffman time to retie a shoe. 36-9, North Central in command with its defense has held Boyd County to 1 field goal through 20 minutes of basketball. Drive by Drucke, out to Jockins, looking inside, nothing there. On the wing to Hoffman, tough pass corralled by Lauren. Lauren on the drive, tries to dump it along the baseline, nearly into the out-of-bounds area, and there's a knockaway by Halleck and a steal by Lindsay. Knights force another turnover ahead to Businger from Addison Anderson. Brielle with the finish. Pretty pass from the freshman Addison Anderson. Brielle with 10 here in the third quarter. Hoffman with a runner. That hangs on the back of the rim and falls. Good take and pull up by Lauren Hoffman in transition. First basket of the second half and just the second field goal of the game for the Spartans. 38-11. Anderson gets it to Halleck on the deep right wing against the Spartan zone. Back top to Addison. Now to Cosgrove into the corner. Tough catch by Brielle. Brielle swings it across right side to Anderson. She drives, takes a baseline runner. Good off the glass. Addison Anderson becoming even more aggressive as the season wears on. The freshman took that one from the right wing. Nobody shut off her drive, and she banked one in as there's another steal by Businger, but as she grabbed it, she had a foot on the sideline. It will stay with Boyd County. Jillian Buell re-enters as out goes Anderson. Amelia Hoffman, Drucke, and will sit as Hahn returns along with Zeisler. Hunter Wiebelhaus back in for North Central. Jenna Halleck to the bench. 3:02 to go in the third, 40-11. North Central, a 13-2 run here in the third quarter. Zeisler up top to Adams. Bentley looking inside, nothing there. Lauren Hoffman on the wing tries to throw it to Adams. Adams didn't get her head turned around in time, and it's a turnover on the Spartans. They have 6 turnovers here in the second half, 22 for the game. Knights have turned it over 6 times. 40-11. Knights in control here at home, trying to get 2 more games this week with a win in the quarterfinals. Businger to Lindsay, looking inside for Wiebelhaus. Back to Brielle in the right corner. She'll dribble it out, gets a screen, tries to turn the corner to Buell. Cosgrove open 3 in the left wing. That one won't go in the corner. And the long rebound chased down by Adams, but knocked away by Jillian Buell. Buell with the steal. Businger feeds it down to Lindsay. She has a hard time corralling it. Hunter Wiebelhaus collects it and will earn 2 more free throws as the Knights get another turnover. Boy, this North Central defense has been so impressive in this one. 40-11, it's the 3rd foul on Lauren Hoffman, and Hunter Wiebelhaus back at the free throw line. Hunter had taken, remember, she missed some games. She's taken 90 free throws coming into this one, and this will be free throws number 9 and 10 as she knocks that one in. Hunter has made 6 of the 9 that she's taken so far, but she's going to have a 10 free throw game as Lauren Hoffman exits, and into the game comes Avery Carlson for the first time. She's a 5'5 senior. Second free throw for Wiebelhaus. That one swirls out. Addison Lindsay, the offensive rebound, can't get the put back, and the rebound caroms out to Riley Hahn. Back the other way come the Spartans. Knights are 15 for 24 at the free throw line, and a reach in and foul on Allie Cosgrove as she reaches in on Avery Carlson. Second foul on Cosgrove. Anderson and Munger return. Cosgrove and Businger exit. 41-11, the Knights have pushed the lead to 30 with 2:03 to go here in quarter number 3. Glad to have you with us on KBRB. There's another steal. Keely Munger, great anticipation. Takes it in, misses the layup with the left hand. Offensive rebound missed by Addison Anderson. The rebound run down by Hunter Wiebelhaus, her 9th. Anderson to Hunter. She'll drive baseline, put up the little shot, won't fall from 6. Hunter hits the deck, and the rebound down to Jockins. So the Knights not able to convert on 3 good looks at the hoop. 41-11 with a minute and a half to go. Hahn working against Jillian Buell. Keely Munger, another great steal. She tried to go all the way in with a left hand, just missed the layup, but boy, she's played well on the defensive end in this one for the Knights. Hahn gets it to Jockins. They collapse on her, out to Drucke, or the Zeisler for 3. That one won't go, and Munger gets the board. Keely the other way, brings it ahead to Addison Anderson. Back to Munger, open for 3, top of the key. That one's short, the rebound down to Zeisler. Natasha with the board. Knights have not hit a 3 in this game. In fact, we've only had one made 3-pointer the entire game, and it's come from Drucke. And now we'll see a line change for Boyd County. Lauren Hoffman, Drucke back in, Kieran Kale in, Amelia Hoffman in, and Adam stays. The Knights bring Brooklyn Buell in for the first time. Brooklyn out there, a 5'5 sophomore. Out there with Halleck, Munger, Buell, Lindsay, and those are the 5 for North Central. 50 seconds to go here in the third. There's a steal on an entry pass by Addison Lindsay. Lindsay down the other way, puts up the shot and hits. Tough shot for Addison Lindsay. Kale was back there defensively, but after forcing the 25th Boyd County turnover, Addison Lindsay has her first bucket. Knights now with 6 in the, make that 7 in the scoring column. Inside to Hoffman, her pass wide, but tracked down by Lauren just before getting a tiptoe on the half-court line. Amelia Hoffman out for 3 to Drucke. That won't go, and Halleck secures the board. 15 seconds left in the third. Knights now dominating this one, 43-11. They've held the Spartans to just 1 bucket here in the third. Brooklyn Buell with 5 to Munger. Around to Buell for 3. That one hits the front of the rim. And the rebound down to Lauren Hoffman as time expires. But it is a defensive clinic put on by the North Central Knights. They outscore Boyd County 16-2 in the third and now lead it 43-11 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard with 8 minutes to go. We'll be back on KBRB after these messages.
Whether to or from the ball game, call timeout at Scott's Place in Bassett for a tank of Conoco regular, super, or diesel fuel. Bases, loaded pizza, deli sandwiches, your favorite pop or beer. Scott's Place Conoco at the junction of Highway 20 and 183 has videos, Nebraska Lottery, and Powerball, too.
Stretch your hay supply with Bradbox Grinding. Grinding hay is one of the most efficient ways to feed hay or other forages to livestock. Bradbox provides on-site forage and grain grinding service to those who wish to make the most efficient, economical use of their available feedstuffs. Call Bradbox today to schedule a time to stop and grind. For reliable, dependable hay grinding service, call on Bradbox Grinding of O'Neill. Phone 402-340-4038.
Well, we have an update from Bartlett as CWC starting to pour it on. They lead Stewart 46-27 after 3 quarters, up now by 19 over the Broncos. That game at the half was 29-12, so credit Stewart. They scored 15 points in the third after just 12 in the first half, but CWC in control of that one, the top seed. Undefeated. There's a steal by Brielle Businger to start the fourth quarter. Brielle feeds it ahead on a beautiful pass to Addison Anderson. That was a thing of beauty there as she threaded a bounce pass on the run to a cutting Addison Anderson. There's a knockaway by Allie Cosgrove. Out of bounds will stay with the Spartans. This North Central team has its foot on the gas pedal as we hit the month of February. Knights in a very difficult sub-district with Crofton and Ponca. Crofton rated number 1 in Class C2. Ponca number 7. North Central number 8. Crofton first in points. Ponca third. And Knights are 8th in points. There's a long shot missed by the Spartans. Rebound down to Cosgrove. Gets it ahead to Businger. Baseline jumper won't go as she was falling away. And the rebound down to Amelia Hoffman. Knights are going about Mach 1 every chance they can after either a turnover or a defensive rebound. Inside to Lauren Hoffman, double team. Gets it to Amelia, to Drucke, into the corner. A 3-4, Hahn won't fall, and the rebound down to Addison Lindsay, her 5th board. Lindsay running the break, takes it all the way in and has her shot swatted by Amelia Hoffman, who then travels with it. So a block for Hoffman, actually just took it right off the arms of Lindsay, but then Hoffman called for steps. Cosgrove exits as Addison Anderson returns. 45-11 North Central with 6:45 to go. Remember, if you get to a 40-point lead, you get a running clock. Businger gets it on an outlet to Anderson, open for 3 on the wing. That one won't fall. Knights still don't have a made three-pointer. Offensive rebound, though, goes down to Brielle Businger. They try to feed it inside to Lindsay. She collects it to avoid a jump ball to Buell. Now to Businger. She fakes a 3, drives, kicks it into the corner for Addison Anderson. Offensive foul called away from the ball on Addison Lindsay. They'll say a moving screen. Just the 7th turnover on North Central. 2nd foul on Lindsay. We haven't had near as many whistles in this second half. Just 3 whistles on each team by this time in the first half. Both teams were in the bonus. So, in fact, we've only taken 6 free throws in the second half, all from North Central, after a combined 28 free throws in the first half. Into the corner to Hahn, back to the freshman, Drucke, up top to Amelia Hoffman, around to Lauren. Lauren drives baseline on Businger, and she'll draw the contact, and they will give Lauren Hoffman 2 free throws. Nice take for the senior. I've always been impressed with Lauren Hoffman. A little bit undersized at 5'3". She plays bigger than she is. She can jump out of the building, and just an all-around good athlete for this Boyd County team as she knocks in the free throw after drawing the 3rd foul on Brielle Businger. Hoffman with all 3 Boyd County points here in the second half. She has 5. 45-12. Make it that stays that way as then the free throw miss out of bounds. Last touch by Amelia Hoffman goes over to the North Central Knights. 45-12 Knights with 6 minutes to go. North Central looking like it will get a semifinal Thursday against the winner of the second game on this floor between 3-seed Elkhorn Valley and 6-seed O'Neill St. Mary's. Elkhorn Valley's really started to play pretty good basketball. Good look inside. Shots of Halleck swatted by Kieran Kale. 3rd block for Kale as the rebound down to Hoffman. Drucke up top to Lauren, guarded by Brielle Businger with 5:35 to go. Looking inside, now goes to Amelia Hoffman, tries to drive, shut off, and double-teamed. Kale out to Lauren for 3. That one off the front of the rim, and the long rebound out of bounds will go over to the North Central Knights. Well, this Knight defense has just been suffocating. They have forced 27 Boyd County turnovers, plus 20 in turnover margin are the Knights. That's going to win you a lot of basketball games, even if you don't shoot really well. The Knights have been cold from the outside. Lindsay, good feed to Halleck. Halleck takes it in, and a foul on the floor against Kieran Kale. Good pass from Lindsay to cutting Jenna Halleck. It's a foul on the floor. That's the 4th on Kale. Cosgrove returns as Businger exits. Brielle had 10 points in the 3rd quarter, 14 for the game as she sits. Buell to Cosgrove, right corner to Anderson. Good feed inside. Halleck takes a little time to collect it. That allows Lauren Hoffman to double her and knock it out of bounds. Boyd County is really keyed on Jenna Halleck. They've held the 6-foot junior to just 2 points in this one, but the Knights haven't needed the output from Halleck. There's a 3 on the front of the rim for Cosgrove, but the rebound down to Addison Anderson. Knights get another look at it. Knights have been ice cold from the 3-point line as Anderson knocked to the ground. Into the corner it goes to Cosgrove. Cosgrove brings it out to Anderson. Anderson on the drive, flips it up. Can't get the shot to go. Kieran Kale with the defensive board. 45-12 the score with 4:35 to play in the game. The Knights have held the Spartans to 4 points in the first, 5 in the second, and 2 in the third. Spartans have scored 1 here as we approach the halfway mark in the fourth. They dump it down inside to Hahn. Her shot too strong. Long rebound chased down by Drucke. Bounces it into Hahn. Hahn up and in. Hahn on the assist from Paige Drucke. Gets her first field goal. It's a 31-point game, 45-14. CWC led Stewart 46-27 through 3 quarters. The top seed leading the 8th seed there from Bartlett on FM 92. Inside, Halleck in good position. Little baseline shot blocked again by Kale. Kale with her 4th block. So Kieran's been good on the inside, kind of helping to shut down Halleck. Hoffman dribbles through a double team, feeds it as she's falling. Down to Amelia for the bucket. Good play by Lauren Hoffman for the assist. Amelia has her first field goal. Still just 4 field goals in the game for Boyd County, but 2 of them have come here in the fourth. Cosgrove into the corner. That one knocked away and stolen by Amelia Hoffman. Just the 8th turnover by the Knights. Shot in transition won't fall for Drucke. Cosgrove down with the board. And Allie takes it the other way and is fouled going coast to coast. That one will go, I believe, against Lauren Hoffman, and if it is, it's her 4th. Knights will bring in Lainey Pospischel off the bench, the freshman. They'll bring in Allie Steven. Steven, a sophomore. Gracie Swanson into the ball game. 5'10 sophomore. I believe Brooklyn Buell has come back in, along with Cosgrove, who will stay out there. So the Knights bring in the backup unit with 3:14 to go. They try to enter it into Gracie Swanson. It's knocked out of her hands and out of bounds by Bentley Adams, and will stay with the Knights. 3:13 remaining. Boyd County fans here and loud next to us thought it should have been their basketball off the inbound pass. Cosgrove into the corner to Pospischel. Pospischel swings it back across to Cosgrove. 3 minutes to go. Here's Brooklyn Buell with it. Kicks it into the left corner to Cosgrove. Feeds it down to Swanson. Back out to Allie. She lines up for 3. That one won't fall. Knights again have not made a 3. And the rebound pulled away by Amelia Hoffman, her 8th board. Drucke on the drive. Kicks it to Zeisler. Back out to Paige Drucke, the freshman, guarded by fellow freshman Lainey Pospischel. Bentley Adams, there's a pass knocked away and nearly stolen. Drucke able to chase it down. Good play by Pospischel. Now Drucke driving, kicks it out. Zeisler, foot on the line, long 2. That one won't go. And the rebound down to Amelia Hoffman, who puts it up and scores. They didn't shield Hoffman on the offensive glass. 45-18. 2:15 to go. Cosgrove with the basketball around to Brooklyn Buell. Now into the left corner to Lainey Pospischel. Down low to Swanson. Her shot up and in. Gracie Swanson, good little post move on the assist from Lainey Pospischel. 47-18. Drucke on the drive. Kicks it off Zeisler. 18-footer. That's good. Natasha Zeisler on the assist from Paige Drucke. 47-20 with 1:50 remaining. Here's Brooklyn Buell on the left wing against the zone. Gets a screen on the drive. Has her shot blocked by Jockins. Jockins into the hands of Adams. And now we've got a whistle and a foul in the backcourt against North Central as Jillian Buell returns for Cosgrove. The foul on Lainey Pospischel. Now they will bring in the subs, as in for North Central. They will bring back Jillian Buell. And also have, I should remember her name. She's been on that varsity now for North Central. And there's a near steal by Pospischel, and it will result in 1 as Boyd County brought in Bryn Almgren for the first time. Almgren out there is a 5'6" freshman. Looks like about 80 seconds remaining in this one. 47-20. Knights are going to advance to a semifinal as Pospisil dribbles through traffic, swings it across to the newly entered Jenna Rutar. Her runner won't fall. And the rebound down to Bentley Adams. And now running with it is Zeisler. Now she'll slow up. So Rutar in for the first time. Jenna is a 5'3" junior. Witzke, I believe, is number 20, if I remember right. And there's a foul on a shot by Jockins as it'll go against Allie Steven. 2 free throws for Leah Jockins, who's not on the scoreboard. She has 3 rebounds and a block off the bench. 47-20 inside the final minute here from Bassett. She misses the first free throw. That is only the 3rd free throw attempt of the second half for Boyd County. They were 6 of 10 in the first half. Boyd County, 5 field goals in the second half after just 1 in the first half. And there's a rebound for Witzke off the miss by Jockins. Knights, Brooklyn Buell on the drive. Little baseline pull-up, won't fall. They fight for the rebound. It's down to Bentley Adams. 38 seconds left. Zeisler brings it ahead. Shut off by Rutar. Now dribbles it back out front. Final 30 seconds of this quarterfinal. The 2 seed moving on to the semifinals as Boyd County will have the rest of the week off. Zeisler with it up top. Guarded by Steven. They good throw inside, and that's going to lead to free throws for Avery Carlson. Nice feed from Zeisler up top. The foul goes against Jenna Rutar. And Avery Carlson to the free throw line with 18.9 seconds remaining. That one won't fall. She's trying to get into the varsity scoreboard. See another new player in for Boyd County as Nevaeh Jockins in, a 5'8" sophomore. Nevaeh in for the first time. Second free throw won't fall, and the rebound secured by Allie Steven. Here come the Knights with 10 seconds on the clock, and the pass through the hands of Brooklyn Buell. Knights still in just single digits in turnovers, their 9th. Final 10 seconds. Zeisler brings it ahead, 47-20. The North Central offense struggled from outside, but they got enough done through their defense to get the job done here at home as the shot misses from Carlson as time expires. And your Tri-County Bank game final, it is the North Central Knights going to 15-3. They win over the Boyd County Spartans. They hold the Spartans to single digits in every quarter, though the Spartans did outscore the Knights 9-4 in the 4th. 47-20, the final here. We'll come back with our Tri-County Bank into the game summary after these messages.
Fontanelle, your game changer in the field. From local proven product recommendations to in-season advice to harvest insights, solutions you need, relationships you trust. Call Terry Cachera, your local Fontanelle representative today, 402-992-8391.
Terps Automotive, located on Main Street in Bassett, is a proud Napa Auto Parts dealer. Your Napa Auto Parts store is where you get the good stuff for all your vehicles, from repairs to accessories. Terps Automotive in Bassett.
GNV's Market is your local affiliated food store in Bassett. They offer a complete line of grocery items, from fresh meats and produce to a great selection of canned and packaged foods. Make GNV's Market of Bassett your one-stop shop for all your grocery needs.
A profitable livestock operation depends on the health quality of your herd. Kippaha Vet Service, Dr. Angie Painter, Springview, specializes in reproduction ultrasound of cattle and horses. For health care of large and small animals, contact Dr. Angie Painter of Kippaha Vet Service, Springview, 402-497-3574.
For proven, dependable, efficient, and long-lasting diesel power units,